Head to the bottom of the second inning. 2-0 lead for Northville. They come to bat. Bottom three of the order. Michael Leonis, Alex Garbisic, and Christian Williams, the 7, 8, 9 hitters for John Kostreva. Here's a bunt picked up by Casey. He'll fire to first, not in time. Second bunt single of the game for Northville, playing some small ball here in the second, and the leadoff man is on.
At the plate, batting 8, second baseman Alex Garcia.
Good hustle down to first there by Leonis. Here's a pitch outside. Scoring to bunt was Garbisic. Squaring to bunt and fouling it away. One ball, one strike. Nobody out. Leadoff hitter bunted his way on. Throw over to first. Squaring to bunt. This one's high. They'll throw it down to second, and in safely is Garbisic. Or Leonis, excuse me. So Garbisic with a stolen base. Runner at second, and nobody out. Garbisic will look down to head coach John Kostreva. Here's the pitch. Swung at and fouled away. Kostreva, the head coach, down at third in his 13th year. Graduated from Trenton in 1990. Then went to the University of Kentucky and then played at Western Michigan University, part of that good team there. He hit .275 back in '95 for the Broncos. Coaching his team here in the semifinals. Pitch outside misses. 3 balls and 2 strikes on Alex Garbisic. That one's in the dirt. And that runner's going to move up to third. So Garbasic winds up with a walk. He's at first. And on the wild pitch, Leonis makes it all the way down to third.
18, Christian Williams. Batting 9.
And it'll bring up Christian Williams. Williams looks at one in the corner for a strike. Williams, the left fielder. And that one's in the dirt. Good stop by Schweikert. Everyone in on the infield except for the shortstop, who's back deep. And here's a ball that's flared into right field for a base hit. That'll score a run. With the infield pulled in, that ball made it right between the first baseman and second baseman. The first baseman had been holding the runner on the bag, and Prinz was playing in, and this was just a perfect seeing eye hit to right field. An RBI single makes it 3-0. Garbasic down to second. Williams on at first with the 5th hit of the day for Northville. Score 3-0. Mustangs with a lead. Leadoff hitter Kevin Morrissey singled and scored back in the first inning. Looks at one a little low. The 1-1. High and inside. 2-1. And here's a line drive into center field. Jonas took a step in, then stepped back, makes the catch, and then guns it back into the infield. The runners will not advance. That's out number 1 in the second inning. Hard hit ball there by Morrissey, but Jonas right there to put it away. Nick Price-Dash will step in. Hit by a pitch back in the first inning. Wound up scoring one of the 2 runs, and he looks at a ball low. 3 runs on 5 hits and no errors for Northville. Here's the pitch. Just outside. Here's the 2-0. Line drive. That one will be caught by the shortstop back to second base, and they called him out. Double play. Cigar Basic is out at second, and Price-Dash lines out, and we head to the third inning. It's 3-0 Northville over Grand Haven. You're watching the MHSAA Division I Baseball Finals. We head to the top of the third inning. Grand Haven trying to put something together here. They trail 3-0 to Northville. And it will be the number 9 hitter, Brady Jonas, the center fielder, followed by the top of the order, Ryan Matson, the first baseman, and then shortstop Jake Hansen. Grand Haven Buccaneers, coached by Michael Hansen in his 7th year. He was a pitcher that was drafted by the Tiger organization back in '86 in the 20th round. And he wound up winning most of his games with the Toledo Mud Hens. He won 42 games in the minors. Played for London and Lakeland, but mostly for Toledo. Never got that call up to the big show, but nonetheless, breathed some rare air that a lot of people who play baseball would love to breathe. Swing and a miss on Brady Jonas. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That one misses high and away. 2-2 on the number 9 hitter, Jonas. Jonas, a 195 hitter, right-handed hitter, waving that bat. Lines it into center field, but Leonis is right there, a couple of steps back and puts it away. 1 up and 1 away. That's the 5th batter retired in a row by Connor Zaparo, the left-handed pitcher for Northville. It'll bring to bat Ryan Matson. Matson took a called 3rd strike back in the first inning, and he takes a strike there. Slow curve, strike again. Ryan Matson, doubled his only time up. That was Jake Hansen who struck out. Ryan Matson doubled to the wall in left field his only time up. Curveball inside, almost hit him. Matson doubled over the left fielder's head. Williams went all the way on 1 bounce to the track and then up against the wall on 2 bounces. And he hits another long fly ball. This one is going to make it into the glove of the left fielder. This time Williams is playing a little bit deeper, and he puts it away for out number 2. And now Jake Hansen will step up, left-handed hitter. Hansen struck out looking his only time up. There we go. Get that right. Here's the pitch, and popped into short left field. It's not going to get out of the infield, actually. Morrissey is there to put it away. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Connor Zaparo. His second in a row. He's retired 7 Buccaneers straight. We head to the bottom of the third. Northville leading at 3-0 over Granville. You're watching the MHSAA Division I baseball semifinals. An excellent resource is the health and safety page of the MHSAA website. Information to raise your health IQ on everything from concussions to heat and hydration to nutrition and much, much more is available. It's the hub dedicated to assisting schools in providing a healthy participation environment for student athletes. To get there, click Health and Safety from the homepage of the MHSAA website. Welcome back to McLean Baseball Stadium in East Lansing at Michigan State University. Joe Jason with you for the MHSAA Baseball Championships. Off in the distance is Sekia Stadium where softball will be played. And because of renovations throughout Michigan State, the soccer this year has been moved to Williamston, but it's a big weekend. Girls soccer, there's Sekia Stadium out past the left field wall in foul territory. And a beautiful look on a sunshine day for baseball on a Thursday here in the middle of the state. Billy Floor, Adam Sharigian, and Jake Moody to lead it off here in the third inning. And a line drive to left field, and Billy Floor is retired. 1 up and 1 away in the third. And that is the first time that Sean Casey has retired the leadoff man for Northville in this game. Adam Sharigian struck out back in the first inning. First baseman, slightly open stance, and then gets squared up as the pitch is delivered inside and low for ball 1. Pitch outside, ball 2. That's in there for a strike. Here's the 2-1. Chopped to short. Hansen, 2-hopper. Guns it across to Matson for out number 2. Two down in the third. That'll bring up Jake Moody.
Third baseman at the plate, 10, Jake Moody.
Jake Moody really shook things up in the first inning. A 2 RBI single that plated both Morrissey and Price Dash and gave Northville a 2-0 lead at the end of that first inning. He bats with 2 out and nobody on in the third, and this ball hit him. That's the second hit batter by Casey. Sends Moody down to first. You see Moody not, well, was kind of behind him. Caught him on the padding. Pitch at the letters for strike 1. Tyler Troyer, the DH, hit into a double play to end the first inning. Hit the ball hard down to third. Zelinka stepped on the bag for 1 out and threw across the diamond for the double play. But Troyer was not cheated on his swing. No balls and 2 strikes. The runner at first is Moody. Sidearm toss over to first. Back in plenty of time is Jake. Michael Leonis in the on-deck circle would bat next if Troyer can keep it alive. This one chopped foul at the plate. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Northville has never played in an MHSAA final, and they are trying to get there today. So one of these teams who makes it, either Grand Haven or Northville, will be playing in an MHSAA final for the first time. Here's the 0-2, sidearm, slap foul. Nice play by Coach Kostriva over there at third. Well, there won't be a repeat in Division I. Warren De La Salle was knocked out of the tournament. They are the defending champs. That one inside, and they say that he went. Struck him out. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits. They leave a man. We head to the fourth inning. Grand Haven trailing Northville 3-0. You're watching the MHSAA Division I baseball semifinal. We head to the fourth. Northville leading Grand Haven in the MHSAA Division I baseball semifinal 3-0. 3 runs on 5 hits. And a fly ball deep to left field. Williams going back over the head again to the wall. And it's Kyle Hoover who's in with a leadoff double for Grand Haven. Only the second hit for the Buccaneers, but it's their second double of the game. And leadoff man is at second, and Joe Zelenka, Sean Casey to follow. This is the 3, 4, and 5 hitters, the heart of the order for Michael Hansen's Grand Haven team. And now we'll have left-hander against left-handers. You see how far Hoover hit this thing over Williams' head. Zelenka hit by a pitch, his only time up. Pitch high for a ball. First baseman Sherigian is playing on the infield grass. Moody is in on the grass as well with 1 foot. Here's the pitch. Down low, ball 2. Zelenka, 278 hitter. Waving that left-handed bat. Here it comes. Swing and a miss out front of an off-speed pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 to Joey Zelenka. Line drive into center field. Leonis comes in, makes the catch, will throw it into the shortstop Morrissey, and there's one away. I'll bring up Sean Casey. Sean Casey, the number 5 hitter for Coach Mike Hansen, flew out to center field in his only plate appearance. The runner at second is Kyle Hoover, who led off with a double over the left fielder's head. And the slow curve is down low. 3-0 lead for Northville. 3 runs on 5 hits, no runs on 2 hits for Granville. Here's the pitch. Chop towards second. This will move the runner along. Garbasic over to first base. Two down. Hoover over at third base now, and that'll bring up Brandon Took.
At the plate, 34, Brandon Took.
El Zaparo had retired 7 batters in a row until Hoover led this inning off with a double. But he's gotten Zelenka to fly to center, and a soft ground out by Sean Casey to second. And now Brandon Took, who grounded to the shortstop, takes a strike. And he's behind in the count, no balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2. Pitch was high. Max Schweikert, the catcher, would bat next. If Took can keep it alive here in the 4th inning, trying to get on the board. Swung at and missed, struck him out. Pitch that was out of the strike zone. Took went fishing, and the inning comes to an end. We head to the bottom of the 4th inning. Still 3-0. Northville over Grand Haven. You're watching the MHSAA Baseball Championships. Well, each year, nearly 12,000 men and women become registered high school game officials, and you might think that's enough, but it's not. In some corners of the state, games don't get played because of a lack of officials. You can never have too many officials. Sign up today at MHSAA.com. There's help wanted. Just whistle. Let's take a look at home plate umpire Jason Zimmerman, who's answered the call, along with Joe Squires, Dwayne Ludecking, and Bob McComb, your umpires for today's game. As Sean Casey finishes up his warm-up tosses here in the fourth inning. A 3-0 lead in favor of Northville. Bottom three of the order set for John Kostreva, Michael Leonis, Alex Garbasic, and Christian Williams to bat here in the fourth. And Leonis is hit by a pitch. Second time he's been on. He singled, scored a run back in the third inning, and now he's on first after being hit by a pitch. Alex Garbasic will bat now. Garbasic with a walk. Made it all the way to second, but was stranded there. Bunts this one past the pitcher. Casey has to backhand it, and a nifty little play to get the runner, but a sacrifice by Garbasic for the first out moves the runner along, and Michael Leonis is down at second base.
At the plate, left fielder, 18, Christian Williams.
Christian Williams, a single back in the second inning. He's been out there in spacious left field where it's 340 down the line and 375 into the alley. He's had a couple of balls that were hit for doubles that sailed well over his head and to the wall in left field. Throw down to second base back in plenty of time was Leonis. Williams singled in a run back in the second inning. 1 ball and 1 strikes on the right-handed hitting left fielder.